it does help if you plan it out and you know exactly when it's going to be, and you give people end dates, like Beth just said, when you can say like, my open enrollment is closing on Thursday. This is the last chance, you know, like that kind of thing. And so we're going to go through that on here. I'm going to give them, what time is it? Let's see.
9:04.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start, and whoever comes in can come in. But basically, what I wanted to kind of address, and I'm glad that y'all have these questions now because it's going to go right in line with everything. It's just kind of, it has, so Shalene Johnson, who is the instructor and creator of PIO and Turbo Jam and Turbo Fix and all of that, she also is like a life coach, and she just put out a book. I don't know if y'all heard of it. It's called 30-Day Push. And it's awesome. It's all about setting and creating goals and then reverse engineering your goals to actually get there. And I'll send you all the link to, there's like a 30-day free video series she did that I did when I first started as a coach. And it made like all the difference in the world to me, because I don't think I ever like planned an end date for goals and then worked backwards and got there ever before. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I just kind of wanted to set out like, what are your 5 top goals? And then we're going to work backwards and on like the planning of that and how to get there. So I think the goals that y'all should have in your mind, and this is, you know, whether you want to be a discount coach or, you know, whether you want to make some money at this or whether you really want to build a team, I think all of these goals you're going to have to meet at some point to be able to accomplish whichever of those fit. So the first one is Success Club points. So for Success Club points, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I think you should get them. I mean, first of all, you know you're growing your business if you're getting Success Club points, and it's a really good way to reverse engineer. So if you're saying, like, let's say that your only goal right now is that you want to contribute and you want to pay for your family's car payment. Let's say that that's the only thing you care about. You don't care about rake advancement or anything like that. But if that's part of your why, then Success Club points are going to be an easy way to say, like, okay, if my car payment or whatever is $500 and I know that it's about $35 every single time that I sell a challenge pack or add somebody, or sell a challenge pack or add somebody on Home Direct, then I need to make however many sales or sign up however many people, help however many people per month to reach that goal. So maybe that's not this month, but maybe if that's your goal, then that's what you want to be working toward. So for instance, for me, for Success Club points, I've never got lower than 16 Success Club points. And so for me, it is a non-negotiable that I will not go under 10. And if you think about that, that's signing up 5 people a month. So literally, it could be like 1 person a week. That's not how we want to do it, and that's not going to give you momentum. But if you think back from that, it's like, okay, 5 people a month is really not a lot. You know, so, and when you're hitting Success Club 10 and you are building this business, you're getting a lot of other perks. You're getting cruise dollars. You're getting, you know, for me, my first 3 months in the business, I hit Success Club 10, and so I'm a success starter. So I am going to Summit this year, and I have Summit paid for. So you just get those little perks because they know that you're really working your business. So that's a goal. So as we walk through this, again, I'm trying to go faster, guys. You know I like to talk a lot, but as we work through this, we're going to see how like the planning of this will play into that goal, Success Club points. The second goal is going to be, and again, I will say this again, even if you're a discount coach, Success Club, which is just Success Club 5 points. And for Brittany's so new. So you get Success Club points. We can go back over this, but you get 2 of them if you sign up a coach and a challenge pack with the challenge pack, and you get 1 if you sign up a customer or somebody on Home Direct, which just gets Shakeology Home Direct. So if you have 5, that could really be like 1 Shakeology and 2 customers on a challenge pack. So it's really like 3 people. So that should be your non-negotiable if you want to get your Shakeology paid for, and if you want to work the business. But you guys think about that, and you write down and think about what you really want your goal to be for that. The next one is new coaches. Like for Beth, I know you want to grow your business. You know, and you know that getting team cycle businesses advancing in rank is going to be adding coaches. So honestly, I've never really thought about that before. I've never really thought about like how many coaches do I need to add per month until I started listening to a bunch of top coaches, and they're like, no, that needs to be a goal, and it does. And what they say is if you want to like hit the ground running, that your goal should be 6 coaches a month. So if you think about that. It's a lot. But I'll tell you, Anita Myron, who's 10 in the company, who works this program, she signs up about 20 to 30 coaches a month, and she's been doing it for 2 years. So this can work, but I do think that's like a lofty goal, 6. I put mine down for 6 to 10. But if you're really building, and I'm now seeing the building of that, you're definitely going to want to keep adding coaches, because your network is what's going to get you team cycle bonuses, and it's going to make your team really strong. The next goal is going to be commission. Again, like I said, if you've got a why and you've got something that you want paid for, or if it's just Shakeology, you know that, okay, I want to make this many. If I'm paying, let's say you signed up your husband and y'all are paying, gosh, what is it, like $230 or $210 or whatever it is combined for like your Shakeology per month or something, then maybe your commission you want to make is like double that, so that you know that you're good, per month. I will tell you, like the first couple weeks of my business, I made $500 in 1 week. So it's definitely doable. A lot of people in this business make, I don't even want to say, I mean, a lot of people make, Brandy Bots makes, around $17,000 to $20,000 a week in this business. And yeah, she's the top coach, but it is very doable to get some of these smaller goals accomplished right out of the gate. So I guess my point on that is, like, don't lower your goals because you think you can't hit it. A lot of times if you give yourself a lofty goal, if you're really going to try and work toward it, it's in the back of your mind and you're like, oh, I really wanted to make $1,000 this month. I only got to 600, but then it's like, well, you really thought you were only going to make 300. So 600 is awesome, so just those kinds of things. Like, definitely think about your goals and think about what it takes to get there. So let's move on from that. So in talking about what it takes to get there, this is going to be like your nuggets for today, and like what you want to write down, or if you do have access to a calendar, you might want to pre-plan this, because this is going to be the same for every single month. And Brittany, this is a really good call that you're on, because for a brand new coach to get this is great organization. I didn't know this until now, and it's changing the way I look at all of it. So the first thing to remember is I'm going to first break down the challenges that a business building coach should be doing and why. And you guys can ask questions later, but I'm just going to kind of try to blow through this. So the 4 challenges that we should all be doing as a coach, as a business building coach, is a free clean eating challenge, which is totally free. Like we just talked about, we do have templates for that. Beth's done 2 of them. They're usually 5 days. My free clean eating challenge is 5 days, so it's not super hard to stick to. You copy and paste. You check in, 1 or 2 times a day with your group. Sorry. It's a pretty easy breezy thing, and it's cool because a lot of people are down to get into it because it's free, because it's low stakes. It's not like they have to follow a fitness program. It's kind of easing them into it. When I post and promote about a free clean eating challenge, I usually get 30 to 40 people that are like, yeah, sign me up. And a lot of them are people that are outside of my warm network that I don't really know. Which when I post about fitness stuff, it's usually people that I somewhat know that are interested. So free clean eating challenge is 1. The second one is the Beachbody Fitness Challenge, which that, to me, 21 Day Fix is gold for that, because it's 21 days. So like, if you want somebody to be accountable in this challenge, because a lot of people I have on my challenges, they've already bought something and they're like, I just never did it. And I'm like, well, that's the good part of the challenge, and they don't have to buy anything extra. A lot of them buy Shakeology, but they get in the challenge and they're like, oh my God, that's been sitting on my shelf, and because I was in this group, I just lost 10 pounds or 15 pounds I've had. So that's a huge sell. And like, remember that when you're talking to people about this, to me, that's the best thing that we can offer, is that, yeah, anybody can go to the gym or, have a gym membership or do all these things. But if you're not, social media, we check every day. It's horrible to say, but we do. And, it's like, if it's that much in your face and you see it, and it's like in-home workout, and every day you're going to get a notification from me on your phone that's saying like, here's a new recipe or what's going on. And I think both of you guys can attest to the fact that what's even better than that is the other girls in the group. Like, there's so much interaction and there's so many new ideas and things like that. So that's what I usually tell people is like, yes, you can, these fitness plans work. Everyone knows that. You know, I mean, it's proven. You can look at a million different results. You know, Shakeology is the most ridiculously nutrient dense thing you can put in your body. That is clinically proven also. You know, I mean, so yes, I mean, you definitely want to tell people that, but I think the biggest sell is going to be these groups. So again, free clean eating challenge, easy to get into. Beachbody challenge, the reason, and I got way off track, I like the 21-day fix because it's not a whole lot of jumping and craziness like Insanity or P90X. I love Insanity Max 30, but it's definitely not for everyone. And I started with that challenge, and I had a lot of people, one girl that wanted to lose like 100 pounds, and she was like, she said to me, I honestly can't believe you let me buy this. And it was heartbreaking for me because I was like, I just wanted her to lose weight, and I was like praying for her and like everything, but she was just like, Lauren, it was so hard. Like, I don't work out, you know? And it's true. So 21-day fix is, it's hard. You can modify, you can lower the weight. It's not a whole lot of jumping. It's not crazy. And it's 21 days. So when you're in a challenge group with somebody, you don't want to say like, hey, let's do P90X for 90 days, you know? And maybe you want to get maybe you get to a level where you have a ton of people that just really want to do Insanity. But, and even if you did do that, I would keep it at 30 days, which I still think is a little bit long because you lose people's interest. Like Brittany and I were just talking, she's like, I can't believe we're almost halfway done. That feels good to people. It doesn't feel good to be like, oh my gosh, I have another like 18 days. I've already been doing this. You know, like it's just an easier goal to meet, again, with having that deadline. So I would stick to 21-day fix. I know a lot of people also really like PIO. If you find that your niche, or we talk about a lot your avatar, it's, you know, we don't sell to everyone. It's who are you? You know, you're a young mom, or you're a student, or you're single. Those are usually the people that are going to connect the most with you. I usually have young moms in my group. I have a lot of single moms in my group, and it just so happens that's what I am, you know? So, you know, those kind of people, you're going to want to think like, what did they like to do? I know Sarah Mandel, who's another coach, we went to Baylor together, and she does PIO a lot, but a lot of her people that she knows are like yogis. So it makes sense for her to do PIO. It's a 90-day challenge, but she shortens it. So you just have to go with what you think. I do think 21-day fix is gold though, because it does come with the portion control fix, which is going to get people a lot better results in that short time, 21 days. I got to stop over talking. Anyway, so the third type of challenge you're going to have. So let me just recap. Free clean eating, Beachbody challenge, which is a fitness challenge. The third challenge is a sneak peek. That's really important even if you're a new coach. I have a template that I will send you guys. You do not need to recreate it. It is 5 days, and it is like an internship program. It's basically like, I'm a coach. This is the fitness results I've gotten. This is, you know, the financial results I've gotten, or you don't have to say that, but you can just say like, this is changing my life. I'm getting money back for just posting on social media, whatever. You know, we can go into Facebook posts and all that in another call. But, you know, the sneak peek is just to say, do you want to know what I do? Or do you want to know why I'm like very into this new challenge and it's something that I'm really focused on? Why don't you join my group for 5 days? You'll just get a quick glimpse into what I do, that kind of thing. I'm just going to share my screen really quickly just because we're not going to go 100% into what that challenge is going to look like. And I know you guys have all probably seen this, but oops, sorry. This is in like full screen mode. I don't know how to get it out. Oh god, hold on. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Where's Facebook? Okay, so I'm just going to show y'all. I just posted this. You probably saw it, but you could do something like this where it's just like, ever thought about what it'd be like if your job was to post on social media about fitness and nutrition and how it's changed your life? If you got paid to help others reach their goals and live as their healthiest selves, well, this is what I do, and you can do it too. PM me or email me. So you don't have to go all into, like, and by the way, I'm not getting a ton of likes on that. So maybe that's not the best thing to show you, but I also didn't post it at a very great time. But anyway, you know, maybe something like that. Maybe something, I don't know. And as you get more of a Facebook affinity and as you get more of, you know, a following, that'll be easy. And now I can't find, there we are. Okay. So anyway, so that sneak peek is going to be good. And again, if you're a brand new coach, you don't need to do that right out of the gate, but you need to know the order of doing things because it all makes sense. And because all these groups are going to go forward and make momentum for you. The very last group is going to be a Coach Basics group. And that just means, you know, once you have people interested and they're like, yes, I'm a coach, or like with Brittany, you know, it could be as easy as like, I kind of want to be a coach. I mean, it's cheaper. I want to be a coach. And then you were a little bit interested in it and you were like, maybe I have a couple people that want to do it. You know, that kind of like the person who's like, maybe, I don't know. A Coach Basics group is really good because they're like, they want to know more and more about what it is. They're already a coach, you know, because some of your people are going to be like, I'm ready to hit the ground running. I'm ready to go. I want to do this. And some of them are going to be like, I am a coach, and you can just throw them in there and then they can see like the updates and all those things, and either they'll be interested or not. Yes, that was Pig Monkey, Beth. And I have a video about that. I'm gonna put that in my Wild Republic group. I'll post that. It's about Facebook groups and Pig Monkey and all of that. So I'll post that. Okay, so I also want to break down the 4 groups. So free clean eating, Beachbody challenge, sneak peek, and Coach Basics once they become a coach. I want to break down the ways you go about this. So the first thing that you do is you promote and expose. So you're going to have like days where you're promoting and exposing people to Beachbody. You're sprinkling it in. Like right now, I'll be honest, I think I have way too much fitness stuff on my personal page. Like I literally, that's a good indicator to me that nothing else is going on in my personal life. It should probably be like 80-20. It shouldn't be tons of fitness stuff. And that's why I've tried to start posting more on my like page. Just because it's overwhelming, and I feel like people are going to be like, we get it, you do fitness, and that's not good. You want to have a balance. My boyfriend and my kid are both gone, so I feel like I don't do anything. But anyway, so you want to promote and expose. Then you want to execute, which means you want to complete each challenge well. You want to give them good information. You want to give them good meal plans, good stuff to where they're like, I got a lot out of that challenge. You know, that was cool. You don't want somebody to get into a challenge and then be like, why did I do that? You know, especially if it's a free challenge. You don't want them to be like, that was dumb. It was a waste of my time. You also don't want to overwhelm them with so much information that they're like, oh my gosh, I get a notification every second. So you promote and expose, then you execute, you complete your challenges, then you deposit. This is more Success Club points. So what that means is you're going to start with free clean eating challenge. Those people, you're going to get them, and we're going to talk about this in a second, they're going to get a lot of times interested in a real challenge. So you'll deposit them into that challenge. And then a lot of times they'll get interested in, I'm posting a lot, maybe I want to be a coach. You know, like Brittany, if you weren't a coach, you're someone that I would have said, like, you're very active in the group, you're posting, you're doing everything a coach does. Why would you not want to make money back or get your Shakeology paid for? You know, and this is a good way for a lot of people. You should always be inviting, but if you are nervous to invite, or you should really be formulating these groups to where you can find people and you can see in them like they would be really good at this, you know. And so if they say no, then they say no. But if you think like, wow, they'd be really good at this, it's a great place to reach out. So you're depositing, and then they move to coaching groups, and they move to Coach Basics groups. So that's why these groups work. And then the next thing is, while you're doing all those things and planning these groups, on the other side of it, and this is really when you become, I would say, like a strong emerald or a diamond coach, you're training and you're doing your business activity tracker every single day. Should be doing that anyway, just because if you have a power hour, you should be able to get it done in an hour. But I'll just show you guys this. I know you've seen this before, probably Beth. I don't know, Brittany, if you have, but it's the business tracker. So it just basically lays it out for you. You can get this at teambeachbody.com. And it's be proof the products work. Did you do that today? And I love it because it's like, what was your goal? Did you reach that goal? A lot of people say, okay, personal development. We are huge on personal development. And I will tell you right now, if you're not reading or listening to personal development as a coach, you'll start to not be a great coach. You need that. You need to learn like leadership and about vulnerability. I'm reading Brene Brown's book right now, Daring Greatly. It's like changing my whole like relationship. Like it's amazing. I don't know why I wasn't doing this all the time. Stay connected. You want to do your coach, you want to listen to the weekly calls, the national wake-up calls. You want to be on these calls every week. You never know what you're going to learn from these calls. And it's not always going to be me on the call. Sometimes it'll be Erin. Brandy Botts, our upline coach, $1 million earner in the company, has offered to do a call with all of you guys. So we could do that too, you know, so get plugged in. The more you're plugged in and you know what's going on, you know about the promotions. I've talked about this before, but you need to be on Beachbody 411. It's, if you go to Facebook and you look up Team Beachbody 411, it's just all the hot list and the new things that are coming out, you know, like Shaun T's dance workout size. It's awesome. And it just came out, but I wouldn't have known that if I wasn't paying attention. So, or it didn't just come out, it just got promoed. But anyway, that social media, it's on here. It's like post 3 times a day, invite to a challenge group, 2 to 5 people every day. Again, if you want loftier goals, set that higher. But this will help you to just stay accountable. Now, I just know that these are the things I have to do, and I do it in a different, I do it in my planner, but this is just your power hour. And I can send you, I just posted this in the Wild Republic group. But if you guys can see, it's like add 3 new people a day, form 3 to 5 new people a day, and form is get to know 3 to 5 people a day. Follow up, present the opportunity to 10 people a week, workout, transformation selfies, like all these things that you should just be doing that throughout the day. So that's there. Anyway, so yeah, so that's your business activity tracker. So now what I want to do is I want to go through what the month is going to look like. I'm going to try to get this closer, and I'll probably be out of the picture. Hold on. I just want to show you guys what this is going to look like in a real setup. So this is actually May. So this will help you guys. But basically, so we basically every challenge is going to start on a Monday. So this is how you can write this down. Your free clean eating challenge should always start the first Monday of the month. So sometimes that's going to be the 1st, sometimes it's going to be the 8th. But if you stick to that, the first Monday of the month, that will help you. The Beachbody weekend is on Wednesdays. So I would start promoting the free challenge on that Thursday. And you go, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it starts Monday. So that's 4 days. If you feel like you don't have a lot of traction or that you wouldn't right now or anything, then you can start that a little bit sooner, maybe like the Tuesday before the weekend, before the previous month or whatever. But I would just start it here. And if you're promoting it correctly, it should be good. For a free clean eating challenge, you always want to get people's email because you don't have them as a customer or anything like that. So you always want to say, I always say in mine, like if you're interested in the free clean eating challenge, comment I'm in with your email. Or I'll say, or PM me your email. So that way I know and I have their email, I can send them all the information. And you also want them to friend you on Facebook. Because if you're not someone's friend on Facebook, you cannot add them to a challenge group. So I did that with my first clean eating challenge. I was like, I'm so sorry, this random girl that I didn't know, which is great, a cold market person that was interested. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Amber, I can't sign you up. Could you click this link? And like, she never got signed up for the challenge because we weren't friends on Facebook. So I always say like, comment I'm in, add me as a friend, and send me your email for a free clean eating challenge, and then you have all their stuff. Also at this point, you can sign people up. I'm just going to show you guys this on, it's called TBB Coach. I don't know if you can see that. TBB Coach is the app. I can send you a link on how to get it. But basically, if you never knew about this, it's so awesome. It's just like I'm sorry, I type in my stuff and it says like, sign up a new coach or sign up a new customer. You put in like all you need, I think, is their email, their name, and it signs them up under you. So then they can do all the other stuff, but it kind of eliminates like, you know, once this person, like if they go through a whole week and then they want to do a real challenge and then they're like, I didn't have your info or I didn't whatever, they're already under you. So it doesn't even matter if they sign up for Beachbody. So that's really good. And you can say like, let's get you signed up together, or I'm going to sign you up as my challenger. Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, fine. So that's good to do too. But you want to promo that on your like page if you have a like page. If you don't have a like page, you need to promo it on your personal page. And then like at the very end, I would promo it on Instagram. But then what you would do is you would say, Okay, Saturday is the last day to join because Saturday is when you're actually going to open your group, add people to your group. You're going to put the meal plan in there. You're going to put prep and tell them to take measurements. And then they're going to get all signed up and in the group, and they're going to start on Monday. Okay? So then Monday, once that free clean eating group starts, you start promoting for your Beachbody challenge. So that gives you 2 weeks. So your Beachbody challenge is not going to happen until the 18th, okay? So I was doing it different. I was doing it like the second week, trying to get my Success Club points, but she's right because there's a lot of people that it takes them a while, and it's like the ordering and all of that. It makes more sense to have it further down in the month. So let's talk about that for a second. So when you're starting to promo this, this actual Beachbody fitness group, you're going to be depositing and taking people from that clean eating group. So that clean eating group starts almost, 3 or 4 days in. They're going to be halfway through. You're going to start asking those people, so what's your plan after this? You're doing so good with free clean eating. A lot of people in those groups, they like shut it down and they're like, oh my gosh, they post pictures of everything. Like they're really serious about it. So it's like, what's the next step for you? I like to post a transformation pic of myself and say, like, I started with clean eating, but I went forward with a challenge group in Shakeology, and this is my transformation, and it's a big transformation. And people are like, oh, I want to do that, and they feel like they have momentum because they've given themselves some boundaries and they've stuck to it with the clean eating. So that's when you're going to start promoting with them too. Sorry, testimonials. Oh yeah, I have a lot of really good testimonials that say, like, if it wasn't for Lauren or if it wasn't for the girls in the group, I wouldn't have stuck to this, but I ended up losing 15 pounds. Like, those are good to post in that group too, or to post on your like page or in your personal page and say, like, this is her testimonial and she lost 15 pounds. My next challenge is starting on the 18th. Would love to have you in the challenge and share this with you or whatever. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and then always you're going to be inviting through personal messages. Always. It's just, I have a script. If you guys want it, I literally copy and paste it. I'll say, like, hey, Brittany, and I'll talk to her, like, for real, like, what I want to say. And I'll be like, oh, my God, your little boy's so cute. I'm so glad to reconnect. And then we'll go back and forth. And then I'll say, hey, I don't know if this is for you, but I'm starting this challenge. I do it every month. And, blah, 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 blah. Would you be interested? And it's a script. And it's like, because you want to get to know people. You don't want to just, like, ask them if they want to join your group. But it's an easy way to be like, once you get to that point, you can say, like, it's good reconnecting. I do this every month. Would you be interested? And almost every person's like, well, yeah, at least be interested in hearing more about it, So anyway, make sure that you're doing that. Okay, so from this, so you're keeping on your promoting. Then you start promoting, before that group starts, you start promoting your internship, your sneak peek. And why you do that is because you're going to have some people in this clean eating group, but you're really going to have some people from the challenge before that might be interested in coaching. They might have posted a bunch of the group, like I said earlier, and you're like, you know what, you should totally do coaching. And maybe they're not ready to just be like, done, I want to do it. But they would be interested in, like, this 5-day internship to be like, well, tell me more about it. And it's like, well, I can enter you in this internship. It's 5 days. It's the same thing. It's a private Facebook group. And once a day, you'll get a video from me and a little bit of homework, just giving you, like, a glimpse into the week of a Beachbody coach, what it's like, how we promote, what our company is like, that kind of thing. Okay? So that challenge, that internship challenge, is going to start on May 11th. Okay? So from there, May 11th. So there, you've been posting about promoting about your fitness challenge for a week. And this is how she reverse engineers this. This is so awesome. Again, check her out. It's Anita Myron or Anita Get Fit. Isn't that cute? Like, I need to get fit. But it's Anita Get Fit is her like page. I would stalk her page and want to copy it. It's great. But so this is how she reverse engineers it. So she's like, you've been posting about that for a week, and you have people coming off of a free clean eating challenge and your last challenge at this point. So this is how good this works. So at the 11th, you should have around 5 people. Like, if you had 20 people in that clean eating challenge, at least 5 people are going to want to move forward from that challenge. So she's saying, like, with all of that, you're going to have at least 5 people that want to go forward in your Beachbody challenge. 5 people, guys, that want to get a challenge pack and move forward is 10 Success Club points. So I love the way she does that. She knows, like, if I get 20 people to join my clean eating challenge, I'm probably going to get 5 of those people that want to keep going and join a real challenge. So there you go, right there at the 11th, middle of the month, you could hit Success Club 10. It's awesome. It's such a good system. I'm so glad I found this. But anyway, so that is exactly when your free clean eating challenge is over the day before, and your internship will start. So that'll start. It'll be 5 days. Another whole week goes by. You're still promoting for your Beachbody challenge. You're telling everybody your order deadline, your enrollment deadline is the 14th. Let's just say this is for May, this coming May, but your order deadline is the 14th, and that is hard and fast. They're still going to be a little bit behind, but that is the 100% end of the road deadline. So by then, because she's been promoting it for like 2.5 weeks, and you have all these people from past challenges, your clean eating challenge, your internship challenge, whatever, then you're probably going to have her Success Club points are at like 20 to 30. She has like 10 people join by then, which is amazing. I think that's a lot. Actually, hers was 20 to 40, I think she said. I left that as that's going to be my goal. So like you come up with what you think you're going to get out of that, and then that will be your goal. So remember, so that the internship goes through the sneak peek and it stops. So when it stops here on the 16th, you're going to get a lot of potential coaches who are like, okay, I liked that. I think that I'm ready to sign up. And maybe not a lot, maybe 1 or 2, which is still great, or maybe 5, which is fantastic. You know, so that's when you're going to get people signing up. So she says like around this 17, 18, 19, then her Success Club points go to like 40 to 50. Now, she has a huge network, okay? But I like her idea of the way she has this set up. You're building a lot of momentum and a bigger network, and it just falls right into the other. Like the way I was doing it last month and the months before, I would have these like gaps in time. So people would get interested in like my free clean eating group, but then they would be like, okay, so when's your challenge? I have to wait 4 weeks for your challenge or 3 weeks for your challenge, you know? So just building all this momentum. So you are going to turn people into bigger challengers and customers and coaches a lot easier. Okay, so that's there. So then it's like, now I'm going to have that goal. So then she said, like, when coaches sign up, then she's got like her 6 to 15 coaches for that month, which is her goal, which is how many coaches she wants to hit. So I just think this is genius. Okay, let's reverse that and let's go back though. Oh yeah, this is a really good point too. When she's promoting for her Beachbody challenge, the fitness challenge, she'll say to her free clean eating people, you know, you get first dibs because you've been in this challenge. You get first dibs on my challenge. And that's another thing. Present your challenge as not everybody's going to get in, and they're not. If they don't make the deadline, they're going to have to wait till the next month. So I always say that too. I'm like, I'm looking for like 10 to 15 people. That's it. That's all that's going to work out. You know, if more comes available, that's awesome. But that's a great thing to say when you're promoting this to your free clean eating challenge. Is like, look, what are you guys thinking about doing? You can get first dibs to my new challenge coming up. Make sure that you lock that in, or that group's going to get full. And a lot of times people are like, okay, yeah, I don't want to miss out, you know, or I don't want to have this big lag time between when I was doing clean eating and then to when I'm doing like a real challenge with 21 Day Fix or whatever. So it's a great idea. The other thing is, oh yeah, she said this. I'm going to try this month, but she said she hosts an event, like a Facebook event. If you go to, I think it's like underneath your cover page, you click event. And it basically will send it out to like everyone on your friends list. She says she sends it to every single friend she does and says that she's opening a new challenge. I think she does that for her. Yeah, so that's something you might want to try. I haven't done that yet. Oh yeah, I did want to mention this. So if we're, you know, inviting all these people and keeping in with this organization of, you know, how these groups are going to work, then by this 2030 goal, which maybe your 20 is down here, but you could definitely do it. I mean, I've been hitting, the highest I've hit was Success Club 18, I think, but it wasn't very organized. I was just talking to people and, getting it out there, and it wasn't like I was killing myself. So you could definitely hit 20. If you hit 20 Success Club points, 30. That's about $1,000 in just challenges. So, I mean, as you're growing your business, you should be making a lot of money in bonuses also. But if you could just follow this and hit the 30 goal, it's $1,000. I mean, that's crazy. And you'll get more bonuses that you don't even know about, like when somebody becomes enrolled, or when you rank advance yourself, and those kinds of things. And that stuff adds up. But I mean, to just do that in sales is pretty good for like an emerald coach or a new coach. So I would definitely have that as a goal. Just as a goal, if you're going to really promote and put it out there and get people to kind of join this club, this train, then I think that's a great goal, even for somebody that's, and hers is here in the middle of the month. Maybe yours is at the end of the month. But it's an awesome goal. Okay, just some things that I probably missed about the internship. Oh yeah, also for the internship, if you guys are not comfortable, and even Beth, I know you're not one of my personally sponsored coaches, that's fine. If you're not comfortable starting your own, like a new coach training or whatever, you can join it and put your coaches in my, in my group. Like you can say, my coach is hosting a new coach training on the dates. Now you know the dates. I'd love to put you in there so you can learn what it's about. You don't have to start your own. So if you want to work through this and you don't have the time, or you're not sure, or you're too scared to like have all these challenges, just ask me and I'll be like, yeah, put somebody in there, so don't worry about that. You can do that. Okay. Okay, I think we went all over that. Okay, so you have all these challenge groups, you're getting your Success Club points up. Your last week of the month on the Monday is where you're going to start your coach basics. So you've now had these coaches that went through this internship, and remember, you're going to have people that were in your challenge group that have either became a coach because it was cheaper and they were like, I'm all in, I want Shakeology and I want a program, so yeah, I'll be a coach. Those people, they started this challenge 1 week before that. You can throw them also into this coach basics group and say, listen, maybe you just want to be a discount coach, I don't know. But what's the harm in putting you in this group? You can learn a little bit more about what we do. And if you ever want to hit the ground running and be a real coach, you'll know how it all works. Also, if you've got discount coaches that want to make their money back in Shakeology, I always say to them, like, you need to know a lot of things. You need to know how to set up your EFT so you get direct deposit. You need to know how to present the business to at least 3 people, if that's what you want to do. If you want to get your money back from Shakeology, you need to know how to sign people up. So they need to be in some kind of coach training, whether they want to be a business builder or not. So if you do not have access to that, or I know, Beth, you could put them in Aaron's group, definitely. You can always throw people into my group, Brittany. And then also, guys, when you're adding coaches, remember, I always want to tell new coaches, post a picture of them welcoming them to our teams. Tag them. I know sometimes you're like, I don't know if they really want to be a coach. Too bad. The worst thing that can happen is they can say, like, I really didn't like that you gave me recognition like that. Please don't put me on Facebook. And then you're like, okay, I didn't know, sorry. Or always you can say, like, hey, I was going to introduce that you joined our challenge and you're a new coach. Are you comfortable with that? Maybe they're not. But you can at least add them to our group. You don't have to post if that's something that you're just like, I just do not want to be on there or whatever, and then that's fine. But add them to Team TKO Elite Coaches, 100%, because they're going to get a lot of info from there. Add them to Wild Republic Coaches, and add them to Blue Bayou Fitness Coaches. They're going to just get a lot of information, like you guys see in the coaches one that I post. I always post about the National Wake Up Call and about new things coming out, Super Saturday. So it's just good. Even if they're not like a hardcore business builder, they might see those things and be like, you know what, I want to learn more about Beachbody. Maybe, and maybe I want to go to Super Saturday or something. So make sure that you're putting them in there so that, again, they're connected. Okay, so those are really the groups, guys. So, the other only thing is, and I'm going to start doing this. I actually just made a flyer about it. On Wednesdays, every Wednesday, she hosts a coach opportunity call, which is just basically like, You know nothing about Beachbody. I'm just going to have this opportunity call. You could do a recording or use my recording that I'm going to post in our group. It literally is the Beachbody presentation you can get from the website, and it's me doing the presentation. And it's just made personal to me with my pictures and everything, but it's just all about Beachbody. It's a 30-minute presentation about the company, that kind of thing. So you could post and say, like, today's your lucky day. You get to understand all about Beachbody today and post the recording. Or if you want to do a call or sign people up to do a call with me or Brandy. Brandy does them every Tuesday night also. So yeah, she does those too. And she said that that's what she sets up as an event, and she invites all her friends every week. My question to her would be, do people defriend you? But she does it, and she's number 10 in the company. So I don't know. So yeah, so again, just to recap, you want to be inviting, you want to be doing your 3 vital behaviors, and definitely following this business activity tracker every day if you want to hit your goals, okay? And listen, I'll just be real honest. The month of October was like crap for me because I started dating someone a couple months before that. I knew that him and Halston were both going to be out of town this entire month. I drug my feet. I was like, you know what? And I was getting like way too obsessed with rank advancement, you know, and that's another thing. Don't. This is your journey. This is your thing. At the beginning, I was just like, this is great money, and I can see how I'm making even more money, and I love my team, and I love like getting to see, yes, I can add you, Brittany. I love getting to see like all this stuff. Like, it's just awesome. And just have this community with people. I love it. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to hit Success Club. I'm not going to stop doing my groups, but I'm tired and I've got a lot going on this month. And you know what? I kind of slacked it off. But that's why this is going to be so good, because it's going to be your roadmap so that you know, like when you have free days, when you have, you know, that's when you can get more in than not, you know, or when you're really, really busy, it's like, okay, I'm not even going to be able to do anything on that day or that week or whatever. So, I mean, it's totally your call, guys. I just want to give you the best roadmap that I can. So let's just recap. So the last Thursday of the month or the first Thursday of the next month, whatever it is, let's just say day 1 of the month, you're going to start promoting your free clean eating challenge. You're going to put them all in there, and it's going to start on Monday. That's going to go for 5 days, or like 7 days, really. It's going to go for 7 days. Once you start that challenge, you're going to start promoting your Beachbody group. You're going to promote it in your free clean eating challenge. You're going to promote it to your previous challengers. They might want to do a new workout plan. You're going to promote also to your previous challengers and your free clean eating group your internship, your sneak peek. So that is going to go, you're going to promote that for a couple days. It's going to start the following Monday, your sneak peek. That's going to go for 5 days. In the middle there is going to be your order deadline for your Beachbody challenge. Okay, once your sneak peek is done, you're going to start your Beachbody challenge the following Monday. Then you're going to keep going for 21 days, and then on the next Monday, you're going to start your Coach Basics. So when you start your Coach Basics, look, then what happens again? You start promoting your free clean eating challenge. Okay, so you're always promoting something. You have like a couple days off. I put here promo less week, and that means like the week your Beachbody challenge starts, you're not promoting a whole lot of stuff. So that's kind of a free week. But what I do want to show you guys is, if you flip it over, here is your promo again. Promo again. So just to show you that, like, as you start your next month, you are promoing and you're starting your challenge here. Your free clean eating challenge is going to start on the first day of the month this month. Whoops. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, so just wanted to see that. Like, yes, every month is going to be different, but it's going to be close to the front of the month, close to the middle of the month, close to the end of the month. So you'll all, is this going to fall now? Okay, I just moved this from my bedroom to here, so it's not on the wall yet. Okay. Oh, please don't fall. Please. Okay, guys. Anyway, if you guys want to, sorry. Now everything's down. Okay, if you guys want to unmute yourself and ask questions, feel free to do that now.
Will you put a picture of that calendar on the coaches group?
Yes, I will.
Okay. I think I have it down, but it's pretty ugly.
Yeah, I think I'll actually make one like a PDF so you guys can keep it and save it. Yeah, that'll be a lot easier. But does that all make sense to y'all?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see, Beth, how like you gain a lot more momentum that way?
Yeah. Mhm.
I was pretty watching it. I was like, oh my God, I wish I'd been doing this. Any other questions y'all have? Like just as you've been going throughout your weeks or anything like that that has maybe nothing to do with that I could help with?
No, mine. I'm still struggling with the fear of putting yourself out there. I need to get over it. It's just Advocare is so huge in my town right now. So it just seems like as soon as you scroll, someone's trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
And then here I am. I mean, I'm trying to post about my son, like cute little pictures, so that everything I post isn't about Beachbody. It's just that's where I'm struggling.
Yeah. And I think like a lot of times like you probably think that it's more like
Yeah.
you probably see like it as more salesy than it is because
Yeah.
you're selling something. And I think like a lot of the times like I mean the last thing I want to do is be salesy at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think though that like I think what's different about Beachbody is that it's a total package. Like yeah, Advocare, I mean they have Spark and supplements and stuff like that. But to me, it's like to be able to do actual physical fitness.
Right.
And then I would just say, like, I mean, have you done any posts where you've really, really put yourself out there and you felt embarrassed?
No, and I do have my transformation pictures are pretty good. I will give myself that pat on the back, but I still don't want to post them. Aaron posted them. Aaron posted them, but I had him untag me so that he could use it for his little promo or whatever. But no, I haven't.
And that's another thing. Like, you know, if you guys Google any transformation pictures that are not like from Beachbody, but like just random coaches like Lori Stewart or Chelsea Pearson or Joelle Matson, they all have their own transformation pictures that they've put out there. Just so you know, like I haven't put mine up either. Like I've put them in my groups.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm too scared. I'm just too scared.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I mean, like, you know, but you could put like a Transformation Tuesday picture of one of those people, you know, or I think the thing that was the hardest for me to post was, I don't know if you saw, but I posted like in my side job, I just paid my car bill and my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just was like, is this cheesy? Like, I don't, but I got so many likes on that, and so many people were like, how? I mean, how did you pay that? I mean, how did you, you know, and so it was like, to me, and the only thing I can say is that, like, when you are truly vulnerable and you really believe in it and you do put it out there, I mean, more times than not, it's going to be positive. I mean, and if it's negative, chances are those people are going to think negatively, like, in their own house. I mean, they're not going to be like, you're weird. But I mean, and I think it's also better to me if you're going to do something vulnerable like that to do it along with like, so if you're interested in getting started, that kind of thing, so that people know like I'm not just posting about myself. Or
yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. It's a hard thing. I mean, for me too. I was dating somebody before that was like hated people who took selfies and everything, and that wasn't me either. But I was just like, no, I mean, this is the only way to get it out is to show people, like, this is what I do every day. And I'm legit. Like, I do this every day. So, I mean, I think you'll get over it once you start doing it.
Your other friend asked, like, she said she only had 2 people comment. Is there a limit that you wouldn't do a challenge if you only had 2 people respond?
Like a paid challenge, I would always.
Well, like she said, she only had 2 people comment on her thing.
I maybe would like. Well, first of all, if only 2 people commented or only 2 people reached out, I would definitely get bigger about inviting, because that's another thing. Like, I feel like we get so sucked into like how to promote this stuff, but it's like not everybody's going to see your post and be like, oh yeah, sounds good. I mean, I've had so many people that I've reached out to that, and that's another thing. Like, I feel like it's easier when you find somebody who would really have a reason to go for it. Like, for instance, for me, it's a lot of new moms. I mean, even if you're not a new mom, it's like a lot of new moms are like, whatever, in my own house, I don't want to go to a gym.
Mm-hmm.
I want to burn off like whatever, my last 15 pounds or whatever. And so I'll say, like, and I will say for a couple of them for this last challenge, I was like, hey, I don't know if you've seen, but like, I'm doing these challenges every month. Would you be interested? I've got a lot of new moms. And even if I only had 2 or 3, I'll say a lot. Like, I have a lot of new moms because it always ends up being moms.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, so it's a comfortable place. Like, would you be interested? And a lot of people were like, yeah, I've seen your posts. I've been meaning to reach out to you a lot. So that's another thing I would encourage all. It's like, everything's dying in my house. I would encourage all that, like, if, once you are promoting and you're putting stuff out there, people are seeing it. Maybe they're not reaching out, but when you reach out, then they'll like remember, oh yeah, I saw that post. Oh, that's right. Oh, so you're not just into fitness, you're hosting a group. Like, I think you'll find that people are a lot more receptive because they do see it than you think they might be. Like, it's not such a cold introduction, But anyway, to answer your question, if I only had 2 people respond, I would go invite and try and get more people interested. There's a lot of times, like my first clean eating challenge, I was like, I didn't get a lot of response right out the gate, so I literally reposted the same post. And I was like, last chance, this is starting tomorrow, nobody wants to do this. And I kept getting more. Because sometimes maybe if you're posting like at 10:30 a.m., nobody saw it, But if you're posting at like 8 a.m. or like at 9 p.m. when everyone's about to go to bed and their kids are down and everything, you're going to get a bigger response. So I would just say promote it more. Like this girl, Anita Myron, she says that you should be, when you're in the mode of promoting, you should promote it 1 time a day, whether it's like on your like page or your regular page or whatever. Which to me, I was like, God, I never do that. But you think that everybody's just getting flooded with your promotion, but they're not. Like maybe a quarter of the people are seeing it and then it's gone,
That's true.
So I would say maybe do it more, and then definitely just personal messages for sure. But I would probably do a challenge with 2 people. And just because, I mean, what do you have to lose,
Yeah, I would too. I was just curious on your
Yeah,
thoughts.
and you can always, yes, you have an end date or whatever, but like if you still have people interested, or if you talk to people and they're like, I can't afford 21 Day Fix right now or whatever, you can say, you know what, I just started this clean eating challenge. You want me to throw you in there? And then they're getting more exposed to it and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I would definitely start with 2 if I had to. I mean, a lot of people only have like 2 real challengers sometimes, and that's fine. That's a good place to start. I mean, and that's the other thing I would say, like when you start a fit challenge, I think you'll find it's a lot less scary than you think, because people know 21 Day Fix, people know P90 or whatever it is that you're doing. And a lot of people will kind of get on board with like, oh yeah, I heard about that, or I saw that, or what, and it's like they're going to sign up. That's just been my experience. I don't know. Any other questions, y'all?
I don't have any.
Okay. Awesome. Well, and I was gonna say, because I know y'all are both fairly new and like signing people up. I definitely would look at, if you go to Team Beachbody in your coach online office, and I used to do this all the time. Like if I was gonna be like, you know what, today I'm gonna invite like 5 people. I'm gonna just talk to 5 people and see how they're doing and see if they want to join my challenge group. And this is when I was a brand new coach and I was like very scared to do it. I would do it all through personal message on Facebook. But if you go to the coach online office and you go to, oh my gosh, what is it? I think it's like coach training. I'll find it and I'll send it to y'all. But it's like it's like a script on how to invite people. literally I would copy and paste it because I was like, I don't know what to say about it. And what it is it'll say like, if somebody says it's not, I can't afford it. If somebody says I don't have time. If somebody said, and it's just like these responses that you can give to where you're not on the spot and freaked out. And it also walks you through like, if somebody said they're ready to sign up, what would you say? And that kind of stuff, you know, like how do you get them signed up? What's your, just kind of like what we went through, Brittany, when you were like, what's the website and what's all that? Like, it's just kind of all in one place. So you won't get so jammed up if you're just randomly having a conversation with someone or like private messaging someone. So I'll send you all that too, just so that kind of takes the edge off. But yeah, well, thanks y'all. I know that was probably pretty long. So thanks. I hope y'all got something out of it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yay! And I will see y'all hopefully in the next call. But like I said, all the stuff that I mentioned, I'll go back through and remember what I mentioned, and I'll either post it in my team page under the files, or I'll just email y'all. So be looking for that.
I like your board
Perfect.
behind you.
Oh, thanks. I made it.
Very nice.
It's like a piece of insulation. It's so light. That's why it's falling. It's really good.
Is that material? Did you
Yeah.
fill out? Okay.
Duct taped material with like a, what do you call it?
Very nice. Yeah, very nice. All right, thank you.
Okay, bye guys. Y'all have a good night.